every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. So just stay for a little while.
I didn't think that I would find that someone who's as honest as you are. The way you make me feel at night when I am vulnerable and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arms. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
So I actually just have my camera sitting on the soil, so pray for me that nothing happens to it. But I want you to see how I get these out. You just push on the bottom. See how that comes up like that? Don't push it a lot because I reuse my bonnet stuff. And then you should be able to just dump it after that. Just like that. And this is what you're dealing with. You have 2 in here, and all you're going to do is then be gentle with it, because squash and cucumber, you don't like to mess with the roots. When I took the cucumbers out of the red solo cups, they were only 1 each in there, so I didn't have to do any of this, but do it gently when you're dealing with, see the seed there? See that?
So do it very gently, and they should come loose, and the roots should be just fine. If they don't look fine, then I won't do that for the other ones. I'll just have them planted together in that same little pod here. But this is what I normally do.
And this is my first time planting squash in a raised bed. I grew my squash last year in the 5-gallon buckets because I like the way that they just sat there and they weren't laying on the soil, and I could just come out and harvest and be done. I'm trying to be mindful that I'm not flipping the camera around a lot. So you see the roots look just fine. You can see that they needed water. So I definitely will be watering them, even though it's about to rain. And the soil is moist because we got a lot of rain, you guys, but they could go into a little shock. So I'm going to give them some water. I already have my blood meal, bone meal in this soil, along with the azomite now. Let's see how this one has broken, but you can still grow that. All you do is just pop that off. We'll use that for compost, and this should still grow back. At least it did last year for me when I did it. I mean, cucumbers and squash are, look at that seed, are very sensitive. Okay, so I'm gonna put my phone down because I gotta get these planted.
And all I'm gonna do, and you wanna wait until your if you're growing from seed, wait until the true leaves come out. How you know it's a true leaf, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this, and look at all the little blossoms right there. That should be squash for me down the road. This is your beginner leaf right here when it first sprouts. So I'll be popping that one off. I missed it. And then these up here are your true leaves.
Okay guys, so I am done with this squash bed for now. I'm still going to plant some more things in here. I'm also going to put some zinnias in here and some other pollinators in here. And then I also have to get my sunflowers planted, and I'll probably throw a few in each of my beds. I just love sunflowers. I want to do just one bed of sunflowers, but I don't have another bed right now, so it's either going to be in a bucket or whatever. Anyway, so let's go over what I have finished, because I don't know if I explain myself to the people who are new to doing it. So I have it planted. I moved the one that I had here just to give it some space. It was a little too close. So see, fanned out. Those are your true leaves. These are just the baby leaves. So we're going to get rid of those. I've done those already. Okay, perfect example over here. Just pop them off, but be careful not to break the stem, because it's just so delicate, you know? Okay, y'all. So I thought I was done. I'm not done. I just need to go and get these other tomatoes in. So what I'm doing is, I still had some leaves left over. This is how you save on some of your soil. I don't want to have to go to the store to get more soil today. So I'm just adding a little bit of leaves to these buckets. Normally I would add a little more, but I don't have a lot of leaves left. And I wasn't planning on doing buckets, a lot of them. I wasn't planning on doing a lot of buckets this year, but because I don't have as many beds as I thought I would, this is where we are. So I gotta get some more leaves for those. But first, I'm going to show you, no one ever cuts grass until I start recording. Look, y'all, the flowers are coming out, and I haven't even gotten them planted yet. Let's open up a bag of soil and pour it in and see how much soil I can cheat myself out of in using. And again, these are 1 cubic square feet bags that I got from Lowe's. Well, I got from the big box store for buy 3 get 3. I already have soil in these 2. I don't have to do it. I'm repurposing my soil from last year. Away from my soil, but as you can see,
sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, maybe just a better kind of bitter.
I have literally worked myself out of my shoe, which is a boot that I still have on my left foot from my surgery. Sorry for the wild attire, but had to take a little break. I had to sit down for a minute, but I'm about to hit right back at it because I got 11 buckets over there waiting on me. And I have eggplants, the rest of my tomatoes that I have to get planted. And then I got to figure out where in the halibut I'm going to put all of these peppers that I have. So I think to have space for some of my peppers in these containers here, I'm going to take 3 of my tomato plants and plant them in the middle of those teepees that are with the squash. Pull these leaves off. You don't need them. They're just like little suckers. And you see with the roots right here, you could plant this as deep as you want to and make it a little more sturdy in your bin. That's what I'm going to do. Now on to, these are cement containers you can get out of any big box store. When I got them, they were $5. I think they're probably around $8 now. So my other goal is to try things that I have not had before. That's why I have planted eggplants, because I've never had those. And I'm about to plant these, and these are snowball turnips, and these have a name. They are actually going to be named Little John. Turn up for what? I know, corny, right? So anyway, on top of here I have blood meal, bone meal, and azomite. This I just added some extra soil to this. I made these bins probably, I have leaves on the bottom of them. I usually grow like my spinach and kale in these, but I'm going to put my turnips in here. I'm going to broadcast them because they seem like they're small. Like I said, I've never done these before. So let's see what they look like. They sound really tiny. Yeah, these are so tiny. Look at how tiny these are. So I'm just going to broadcast these out, and like so, turnips, and I'm just going to do it just like this. Normally I would put soil just right on top of it, but I'm not. I'm not today. Just want to loosen up the old soil. Get it mixed. It's not really old. I did it this year. It's not like it was last year's soil. Get any clumps out. Hopefully these taste good. left in these, so there won't be a lot in this bed. And I'm also gonna plant some little marigolds or something in there as well. What we have is, Lord, I'm so all over the place. We have some tender sweets. Those are my sunflowers. They have to go in the beds. Crimson watermelon, yellow petite watermelon, sugar babies, hearts of gold melons, honeydew, and these are my zucchinis that I am going to, I was going to put them in a bucket, but I'm going to put them in over where the squash is. So let's get busy. Okay, so this is the bed that I have my squash in, and I want to put in, I'm trying to make the most of these beds without crowding them out. So I have 5 squash planted in a triangle here, which the triangle is 3, so I put 2 extra in. So these are cherry tomatoes because they won't get, they might get big as far as tall, but the tomato sizes won't be. So I'm gonna put these in the center of this tripod.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
I'm going to
Is this what you want now? Or is it because you can't forget her? I can't keep pretending it's not getting to me. It's never ending.
So I have decided what I'm going to do with my she shed with the porch. I'm going to turn it into my office / studio. That way I can record videos in there, and I can just also get a peace of mind, because trying to do things in the house, everybody's playing music, YouTube don't do that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Okay, you guys, so I feel somewhat accomplished today. Today is Wednesday, so I haven't put anything else in here with the potatoes yet, but I am. This bed is semi-planted. Like, I have watermelon on this side. No, I have squash on this side, and I have zucchini on the opposite side. And then down here is where I have some different watermelons here to the middle, and then from there to the middle. Over here, I put my tomatoes in the middle of this tripod right here. So I have 3 tomatoes in the middle, and then surrounding it is squash. And then I stuck some sunflower seeds throughout each of these beds. And I also have crimson watermelon here, honeydew melon here, sugar babies here. Also, the melons that are over here are crimson and sugar babies. And then over here, you see I did the cucumbers, and the trellis will go on this side to this side, arched out. And then that's when I'll plant like my beans and stuff on those sides. Over here, I added to, it seems to be going up the hill, but I added to it. So I have more tomatoes out here now. I also have eggplant, and that container that looks like nothing's in it, I did squash seeds in there, cabbage, and then all the way over here, in these cement containers right here, which have holes in the bottom of them, I have turnips. My little John seeds are in here, and then I also have watermelon on each end of these black cement containers. This bed here, I'm gonna put some peat moss and some other amendments in it and just let it sit out, because I really want to plant corn in here. If I can get the soil that I need in here in time, I will. If not, it's just gonna sit out and wait for the fall. But everything is looking good. These are my hot lemon peppers in here. Only thing left for me to do hardcore out here is get my liner down. I want to get the black weed stuff down, and then I'm going to mulch all of that out. Same over here. And I'm about to leave out now so I can try to find 4 pretty containers that I can put at each corner of these, because I'm also going to plant some sugar snaps here in these. I was going to do, what's that stuff? I had those seeds I had got from Homestead Heart, but I lost those seeds in the move, so I have to buy some more from her. But not gourds. I can't think of it. Loofahs. I bought some loofah seeds from Homestead Heart last year, and I had them in a bucket, but then we ended up having to move last minute. So I wanted to do that here. I wanted to do something on here too, that where they're hanging down, and I thought that loofah would be pretty right here hanging down. Snap peas here hanging down, as well as on the trellis once we get on the cattle panel once we get it up. But y'all, I'm done for the day out here. I'm about to go and shower and head out to the stores. This is going to be hopefully a weekend project. I know I'm probably going to need more soil, because I ended up using 6 or 7 bags for my buckets that I added to my garden. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have about 10, maybe 11 bags sitting here. I don't think that's going to be enough, but this is a weekend project. I'm not even going to record it. I just need to get it done. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. That way when you see it, you'll know. So I got to get all these weeds out. Whatever mulch is left in here has to come out. So I got to get a tarp and put all that stuff on there, and then put down new weed protection, weed barrier down, soil, plants, mulch. Hopefully I can get that done this weekend. All right, that's it.